Hello, you all highest teas. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. I'm going to try to spit this out in one breath, if possible. But the $1 million question is, what has happened to us? Like, as far as the Negro community, the blacks as you know them, the American Negroes, or hell, even the niggers in general, all abroad, it's like, what happened to us? But especially the Americans, that's the only thing I can speak of are the American Negroes, since that's who I'm around and that's who I know of and that's who I'm familiar with at the end of the day. But I just feel like we are losing ourselves if we have not already lost ourselves. Actually, if you ask me, I would say we probably have lost ourselves because we are not in our rightful position. We literally go from being roamers and rulers of the earth to under the earth because we're getting eliminated and isolated as we speak, put out of business, gentrified, so if you will, or genocided too. But so literally, as I'm looking, so you look at the Negroes from the past and the Negroes to now, I feel like now we're at inverse. And you think, well, how can it be worse? Well, we have access to this and that. We got access to pink women and pink men and pink Jesus. How can we be doing worse? We can get a job. We're doing worse because it's like, it seems like we have no excuse and no reason to be in the position that we are. But then at the same time, there is a reason to be in the position that we are. Because there's some type of hindrance, even if it's ourselves, keeping us from elevating. And we can't really say that, oh, well, I can't get a job because they won't hire me. And then that's the problem, because they won't hire you. So it's like, that's one of our problems too. We scrape our knee or break our neck, and then we go to the devil, or we go to the people who don't like you and won't savage you, and then you go to them for salvation. That's a huge problem too, i.e. pink Jesus. You have problems on earth, and you wait for pink Jesus to fix it, and you are dead serious about waiting for pink Jesus to fix it. Again, you break your neck, and you want the pink man, or the pink woman, or the Asian, basically anybody, or the Indian, anybody that don't look like you, to fix your injuries or to make your life better, or to even make America great again. And here's the thing before I continue. The only way that they can help you and the only way you can help them is by them getting rid of you. And that's what they've been trying to do, and that's what they've been doing for centuries. And for some reason, we are not clicking. We really do think, and I don't know if this is heavy brain damage or heavy trauma or just flat out suicide, but we feel like our answer to everything, to all of our problems, is laying up, partnering up, working with, or doing business with, or praising everyone else but ourselves. And I don't want to just say the pink people, because there's more than just pink people out there. But at the end of the day, it is just pretty much, it's either us and them. So we have us and, well, them against us, because I don't think we really, well, other than ourselves, we don't really work against people. We do a great job of doing it to ourselves, though, to the point where sometimes they can get out the way, because we're going to take it from here. And I'll just start my way from, I guess since I'm talking about going to them for salvation. So for instance, even with this hip hop beef, you have Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole, Kanye maybe, and etc. So they're going back and forth, and it has the attention of the Negroes. So it has the attention of the Negroes, and it has the attention of Vlad TV too. And here's the thing too, we still have that savior complex where it feel like, okay, I can be literally the most successful person. I'm literally I went down in the books and everything. Oh, the richest black person in the world, or became a billion and a trillionaire overnight. Oh, wow. But guess what? Even though I'm in the Forbes, or even though I'm deemed the richest black in the world, I still have not arrived until I get an other, or one of them, on my arm. Do you get what I'm saying? So we have that really bad. We have the whole, I'm a hip hop DJ, or I'm a hip hop artist. Let me call Vlad so I can feel like something. And I'm thinking, like, they know, when we know, Vlad isn't good for anybody, not even himself. But for some reason, we feel obligated. If you're a rapper, or if you're someone that's bored, or someone that needs attention, you must go to Vlad. And this is some pink guy his job is to throw silly, lost, desperate niggers under the bus. And it happens, like, he makes millions of dollars throwing niggas under the bus. And for some reason, people still come, especially if they're celebrities. And I'm thinking, like, what is going on here? And again, if I'm successful, and like I say, I'm already in the Forbes as the richest person in the world, not even the richest black, the richest person. I'm like, I've surpassed Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, all that. Like, I'm like beyond the billions and trillions. But again, I have not arrived until I get one of them on my arm. That Forbes stamp saying that I'm a billionaire, that's not good enough. I have not arrived until I get myself a pink man or a pink woman or someone who don't like it. And like I say, you don't necessarily be pink. Basically, one of them, somebody that ain't nappy headed. We got that really bad. Then you have, and I don't know if this is a workplace thing or if this is really something where just to make the customers comfortable, but I've seen this twice in the same breath. So you'll have these two melanated men. So basically you have the black men as you know them. One is an older gentleman, one's probably about middle age, but they're professional barbecuers. They do barbecue, they do smoke to the point where like you see their food and you want to go out your way to go get it. And it's like, oh my goodness, wow, like your food looks so good, like to the point where I would travel to go get this food. Like you really know how to barbecue. Their food looks good. They seem like cool men. I'm like, oh wow, okay, let's do it. Okay, so you dig in deeper. Okay, where's your store? Where's this and that? And where you located? And literally, not only is it just them barbecuing, you have another pink man in the background helping you out. And I'm not saying that just because you have a barbecue shop, you can't have a pink man there to help you out. All I'm saying is, these two melanated gentlemen, they seem professional enough, and they seem like they know what they're doing enough to where you don't need anybody to help you, whether he's pink, orange, or gray, or invisible. My thing is, do you have that pink man there to show diversity, or do you really need them there to hold your hand or to help you through this barbecue journey? Because I can promise you, just from my eyes looking in, and like I say, I can't really say that just because you got this, you don't need help, or just because you don't got this, you can't have a pink man help you. But my only thing is, from what I can see, it doesn't appear like they need any type of help. Maybe you need somebody to warm the coals up while you season the meat, maybe. But again, why does it have to be a pink man, though? You see what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some Negro man out there or Negro woman that could use a job. That's another thing, too, that we got really bad. Like, instead of us elevating ourselves or elevating someone else that looks like us, we're going to elevate somebody else. You know, i.e., I have not arrived until I uplift somebody else. That does not look like my mother or my father. You see what I'm saying? So we got that really bad, too. And again, I'm not saying that just because these two pink men are helping them that they don't know what they're doing either. We could say they do that. They're just as professional, if not better, than the Negroes that are barbecuing. But again, do you think those are the only people that can assist you, though? You see what I'm saying? Like you couldn't find a melanated man that's good at barbecuing too that could help you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they'll have like that affirmative action pink man or woman there to either show diversity or to show that, okay, I can't get to the next level without them, basically. Because some people have that real bad too. I have my business and my company, but I'm going to send the pink man out there to do the advertisement. Therefore, I will get more hits because people will feel more comfortable if there's pink people there. Because you see an all black anything, I'm not sure that a bunch of people, ooh, all black, let me hurry up and running. I mean, unless they're trying to take over or trying to exploit the business. But I can imagine people, because we live in a very ignorant world and in an ignorant country. So they do look at color, and they do look at like status and all that good stuff. Because again, if I come through like I'm a billionaire or a millionaire, people are going to look at me like, how did you get that money? They're not going to care if it came from inheritance. They're not going to care if I stole it or anything. How did you get that? Because the way this world and the way this country set up is, you're supposed to be left in a bubble. You're supposed to be bound to the hood at best. You see what I'm saying? So if you see me with a house in Beverly Hills or with a nice vehicle or with 40 acres and a mule, everybody in the world are going to demand to know, where the hell did you get that from? Because according to this system and according to this country and according to this program, you are not supposed to get beyond the hood, basically, or Toyota. The best you can do as far as housing is public assistance and Section 8 if you're lucky. And then the best that you can get as far as a vehicle is a Toyota, and that's if you're lucky. You see what I'm saying? So anything beyond that, how the hell did you get that? And who the hell did you sleep with to get that? Who the hell did you steal that from? You know, it's always something where you had to do something strange, or affirmative action had to do that, or somebody felt sorry for you. Because there's no way in the world that you should be successful in this system. That's what it's about. The system is made to keep you at ground zero. So again, if you're not at ground zero, you're on the third level, how the hell did you get there? So, with that being said, we all know that we're in a sick system, but yet we still participate, and yet we still elevate other people. Like, I know that I'm in the system, I'm left at ground zero. So instead of helping the people that are on ground zero, I'm going to help the people that's already at the top, so I can get like them. We have that really bad too. It's only one of us who are doing great. It's only one of us who got it. And then therefore everybody else is still at ground zero. As I mentioned too, we'll argue, oh, we do got that, this and that. How I mentioned we don't have this and that, or we don't do. We do. Oh, I got 12 farms, or I got 40 acres, and that's just you. You are that only one Negro out of millions and billions of Negroes that actually has anything going on. And you're going to be the only one, because you're either not going to, or you're not able to elevate the others that are on ground zero. You see what I'm saying? Even if you become an athlete, you become an actor or whatever, there's still rules and regulations on who you can elevate and who you can't. And I don't know, here's another thing too. I don't know if there's a rule, if you become an athlete or if you become like an entertainer or actress or whatever. I don't know if there's a rule where you cannot have a spouse that look like you, or even a girlfriend. Because I'm thinking if you do, you'll either get talked about, they'll talk about the union, or it'll be forbidden. Because for some reason, I feel like as soon as people become famous or something like that, you have not arrived until you get an other on your arm. You see what I'm saying? So, I peep game on that, and I'm just thinking like, wow, like what has happened to us? What has happened to us? You know, we feel like we can't work without these folks. We can't eat, drink, survive, or nothing without these people. Like, you feel like you have to have them. And that's what made me feel like we have to have, with those barbecue, that kind of really rubbed me wrong, because I'm thinking like, barbecuing can't be that bad. And like saying, I know you already know what you're doing, so do you really need the help? And if you do, does it have to be a pink man? You see what I'm saying? You have these two famous Negro barbecuers, which I'm sure their food is delicious, I'm sure they're very professional, I'm sure they know what they're doing. But again, why are your assistants or your helpers or your coworkers, why are they pink men? You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying they can't be pink, but why are they? You see what I'm saying? Same way they're going to know, why is this nigger here working in this firm when the odds are against him? You see what I'm saying? If I become the next president, or if I get literally start to elevate high above my britches, people are going to want to know why. And I want to know why too. Why do you have two pink men working in your barbecue shop? Well, there's two barbecue shops, but one pink assistant each. You know? So I want to know why, the same way they would want to know why. Why and how did I become the next president? And I want to know why and how are these pink men your assistants out of all the niggers out there that can use a job, or that could help you. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's all I'm worried about. Yeah, so yeah, we have a major, I don't know, do you call that Stockholm issue? Like, what is it if, I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's kind of like, is it for comfort? Or do you really feel like you have to have somebody pink around? Or too many naps make you nervous? Because I can be the same way too. I wouldn't say that I have to have, okay, three pink people, three nappy-headed people, one pink person and one Asian to feel comfortable. But, because don't get me wrong, too many naps will make me nervous too, but at the same time, too many of anything will make me nervous, but at the same time, again, if I know that other people, or the people in my sector and my group could use the help, I'm going to probably start with them, because I'm figuring, okay, well, you could use the help, or this would be for you. Because even when I do community service, I'm going to focus on those who are in trouble, and the ones who are in trouble are the people that look like me. So I'm not going to come out and help the Asians that are doing great riding around in Teslas. That would make no sense. But it would make sense if I'm a celebrity. I'm going to donate to the Tesla Foundation, and they're already billionaires. What about the niggers? Yeah, what about them? You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you become a celebrity, the niggers don't exist. But it does seem like when you're, in humble beginnings, where literally like, well, you don't have much, but you mean well, I feel like you'll get people that are more generous, they're more caring when they're on the ground with you versus when they arrived. Because then by the time I get to millionaire and billionaire status or trillionaire status, then therefore I would feel obligated to tell you to get a job. You see what I'm saying? Versus if I'm on the ground with you, instead of telling you to get a job, I'll be more willing to help you, or more willing to come together to make the world a better place. But I don't know what it's about when it comes to quote-unquote success. or quote unquote pleasing. I don't know if we do that to please the others or to make them feel comfortable, or you have to include them. Because again, if I'm a billionaire or a trillionaire, I should not feel obligated to make them feel comfortable or to calm them down. Like, no, I would be like, I will give you the same treatment that you would give me. When you become a billionaire and trillionaire, I'm nowhere on the menu anywhere in your life. Not even on the people who to step over list. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when I get to that trillionaire status, then it's going to be the same energy. I'm not going to be thinking about people who are good. I'm going to think about the people who are not doing so well. Because once I'm at trillionaire status, then I will have the ability, the resources, and, the gumption to help people. It's there, there's plenty. So then therefore, I won't have a reason to not uplift those who could use the uplifting. Because I never understood this, but this is what we have really bad. You'll get your celebrity, Negro celebrities who are successful, your athletes and all that good stuff, and they'll elevate everybody but themselves. You see what I'm saying? And some will argue, how's that true? I got a school, or I do this and that, or I have a Save the Nigger Foundation, but I'm thinking like, that's more like for show. And is that money really going to the niggers? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things where I need to be able to see you, feel you, and hear you versus you just saying it. Because I can look up these celebrities, they will all swear they have a school and all swear they have a Save the Niggers Foundation, but where are the niggers that you are saving? You see what I'm saying? With me, you would see me even on the ground with $0 and zero supplies to my name. You will still see me out there on the ground helping people at ground level. You see what I'm saying? I'm still going to be out there helping. You're still going to see, even if it's me helping you across the street. So you get people who have the money and supplies and the resources and the will and the way to do it. They're not going to do nothing for you. You see what I'm saying? They probably won't even give you the fries out of the bottom of their bag. So this is something that we, and I'm just like, what the hell has happened to us? Like, literally, how do you go from being the rulers and the roamers of the earth to literally the scum of the earth? And I don't say that to be disrespectful, because, oh, how dare you come in? Yes, that's literally, as far as the eyes of the world and as far as the eyes of reality, you literally go from before we became programmed or before we lost our way or lost ourselves, we were the rulers and the roamers of the earth. Literally everywhere. Now you're being whitewashed out with your own help. You're literally becoming becoming the minority. Like, how do you go from being the original people? Like, everybody started from you. Everybody started nappy-headed. And now you're the only nigger in your family tree. And that's what's happening right now. You go to these places where it's like, okay, even like Asia, Australia and all that, you go there and you'll see people who don't look like you. That's because you've been washed out, so to speak. Everything started very nappy-headed. And the people who you do see around that are still nappy-headed, they're somewhere in the corner or under a rock somewhere. That's how far out you've been pushed. You go anywhere. You can close your eyes and spin around, and whatever country or section it lands on, it started off very dark, very nappy-headed. But you can't say the same now, because those original dark and nappy-headed people, they're either hidden, they're either wiped out, or they're washed out. You see? Even with Mexicans, if you see a black Mexican, literally a nappy-headed, dark-skinned Mexican, you'll be like, what? There's no way and then you would never know that there's a black and nappy-headed Mexicans. Because those Mexicans that are black and nappy-headed has been eliminated, washed out, or pushed out, taken out, whatever it is. But it's like, you won't see them in eyeballs view. The black Italians, you won't see the nappy-headed, dark-skinned Italians. You'll see the ones that kind of tinted, they might have some nigger in there somewhere. But you won't see like the real. Even in Asia, you won't see those. Unless you go to the jungles of Asia, you won't see the dark-skinned, nappy-headed blacks out there. The black Asians. Asiatics, I believe they're called. But we're all over the place. You got in the jungles, mountains, all that. Everywhere. Like I said, this is how you know we roam the earth. But you look now, in your glasses now, it's like, damn, well, you showed on brightened up. You show look different now. You get yourself a black Mexican versus a Mexican today. Two totally different people. And you probably wouldn't believe that they came from the same one. Even that's why I can believe that some people have came from. I don't claim this part of us or of whatever. I don't know what this part is. I don't claim it at all. And this could be one of my children, and I don't claim you at all. And I can say that with a straight face. But whichever part that branched off from us, that we created pink people, as you know them, that our wild dark side that we don't know about or we do know about. And for some reason, there's still a connection. I don't know what that is, but to me, I just feel like it's giving me incest or something. I don't know what it is, but it's just rubbing me the wrong way as far as that part of us. I can see how it got there, but I don't address no part of that. As far as where we went wrong, how did we lose ourselves so bad to where we became pink devils? So that's why you can't fully blame the pink people, because it's like you've had some participation in it too, you know. Even what's going on right now, we participate in our own demise as we speak. So I get it, but I'm not participating in that part of history, if you will. So yeah, with that being said, yeah, what has happened to us? Where did we? I want to say, yeah, we lost ourselves centuries ago, but or maybe even thousands of years ago. Like whenever I don't know where the shift started to where we went from being like above earth, like we're pretty much above ground, to now we're literally underground. Because right now this is the time where it's time to genocide, so to speak. How do you get rid of the niggers? So that's why now we're becoming under the ground now, voluntarily or involuntarily. You know, it's like where did we go wrong, and then where did we become content? And which is why I say this first now, because now we're more content. At least back in the 60s, like, damn, I don't like where I'm at, and then let me march, sing, and fight, and act a fool about it. Now it's like, we don't like where we're at, but at the same time, as long as I have a pink man or a pink woman, I'm okay. I can get a car and a job too. Oh, I'm even better. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things. I think we're just comfortable in our demise, so to speak. We're comfortable. We're more comfortable now. Even though we're still in trouble, I think we're more comfortable now because we have more access. Well, yeah, I might not be shit, but guess what? I can marry a pink woman, I can marry a pink man, and I can get a job. I can get a nice car. I can get, you know, access to nice neighborhoods if I'm lucky. This is all if you're lucky, but it's a lot more access to the things that were forbidden back in the day, which makes it worse. Because now, like, okay, well now since I don't have to work hard, or since I don't have to see the no nigger signs, and I can have a pink woman on my arm, hey, I must have arrived. And the only place where you arrived is at the front of the hell line, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah, so it's like what happened to us, what's happening to us, you know. It's like, and then it's now, I just feel like we're so tainted now. It's like you don't know who is who. You see somebody with nappy hair, and it's like you don't know who the hell that is. You know, so now it's to the point now when I see somebody that's nappy headed, I get nervous. Like, to me, I would feel more comfortable sitting next to Biden than sitting next to a bunch of nappy headed people. And I'm not saying that to sound ignorant. I'm not saying that because Biden told me to tell you. That's another thing too. I made a previous video where I was like, I said something about, yeah, it's the blacks, or pretty much, you know, like, you want to meet the devil or go to the nappy headed section. And I was pretty much saying that I didn't get that from Biden, because he said something where he had a speech, or it was something where it's like America's duped. He said not only because of what's going on in the world, but because of the blacks. Like, pretty much he was saying that America's in trouble because of the blacks, and I just found that so funny. Yeah, but for me, the reason why I'm looking nervously at the blacks, because it's like you don't know who is who, you don't know who's working for who, you don't know who's on your side, and it's like, the reason why I say I will feel more comfortable with Biden, because, okay, I know what Biden's about. I know what Biden looks like. I know how he moves. So therefore, when I see him, okay, oh, this is the op, or this is a demon, or this is a, whatever it is, this is something that's working against me. This is somebody who I need to be on my toes with, versus seeing a nappy head, and you'll think like, oh, brother, sister, and you'll think like, ooh, you know, it'd be something like Scar and Mufasa. You think this is your damn brother, and that's going to be the one to push you over the damn ledge and be wearing your damn robe tomorrow. So that's why I'm just like, man. And again, I'm not saying that Biden's not going to do the same thing, but at least you can see it coming. Like I say, you can see someone has a gun at your head. You can see, okay, hey, it's obvious that you're trying to shoot me, versus someone having looking like you, got their hand behind their back, giving you hugs and kisses, but you don't notice that they got a blade behind their back. You see what I'm saying? Like, I see you, you appear to be cool, I thought you were cool, and everything's cool until they strike. You know, as I mentioned too, it's like, okay, you call yourself running from a problem. Okay, I'm running from Asians, I'm running from pink people or whatever, and I run into the arms of black people. Those nappy-headed Negroes are going to be the one that kill you before the Asians get the chance to. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what makes me nervous with Negroes. That's what I'm looking at, like, what happened to you shady ass niggers, which kind of makes me feel too, you were the problem in the beginning, you know, because even if it's just me, I fell off because I let my guard down, or I let you come in to push me out. It starts at home. So I want to say the beginning of our problem started with a nigger, and it's gonna end with a damn nigger. And excuse my French, but yes, that's the problem. We're literally too open, and we're too comfortable with inviting people who don't mean us well in our circle, and then wondering why we're underground now. Go from above ground, roaming the earth, now you're underground, getting eaten by maggots, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, but anyway, let me shut up here. All right, well, anyway, be well, be safe.